As a homeowner, you want your property to take the shortest time in the market. So before you show your home to any potential buyer or a tenant, you want to make sure that staging is perfect. Welcome to Matters Real Estate. This is a Q&A series, and in this video we are looking at essential home staging tips. Be sure to subscribe and share the video with your friends. Top essential home staging tips. And by staging here, we mean preparing your home for that prospective buyer or prospective tenant. So you want to make sure that your home is perfect before you show it to any client. And in this video, like I've said, we want to look at some of the tips that will make sure that your staging is perfect for that next client. One of the major contributors to that cluttered look is having too much furniture in your house. And take a look within your house and see what you can live without and remove them to make sure that your home looks as simple as possible. So on number one, some of the tried and true home staging tips is depersonalize. And by depersonalizing is that a potential client wants to feel themselves or needs to picture him or herself in those rooms. And make sure that the decoration that you have or the pictures that you have, they don't kill that illusion. So remove all the family photos that you might have. If necessary, paint brightly colored walls a more neutral shade. So ensure that your home looks, the client can picture themselves in. Don't put it, personalize it for yourself. And like I've said, remove anything that might look so personal to you, and leave it in such a way that any client can feel themselves in that particular house. And then on number two is mood lighting, and try to use lamps as much as possible, because they add the artistic and those mood boosting touches. So lamps in the house tend to create ambience and the feeling of space. They can also be used to add pops of color. So ensure that the lighting of the house is very good, because the lighting makes the house look bigger and look a little bit artistic. So before you introduce your house to that particular client that you are so keen on to close on, ensure that the lighting in the house is okay. You don't want to have a client who is switching on their torches in their phones to see a particular area of the house. So ensure that the lighting is well enough and it's good enough to see almost every area of the house. And then on the tip number three is that make your house look bigger. And by making it look bigger, I mean that to make the room appear bigger than it is, paint the same colors in all the rooms or in the adjacent rooms. So the rooms that are next to each other, ensure that they have the same color, because rooms that are painted the same color tend to look the same size. So if you have one bigger room next year and another smaller, when they are painted the same color, they tend to look like almost the same. And as you know, almost everyone is looking for that space. So if you have a kitchen and the dining hall, a seamless look will make both rooms feel like one big space. So if you want to create an illusion of more space, paint the walls of the same color as your the walls and the ceiling, try to put them like the same color, because it will give you that seamless and sophisticated look to that potential client. And then on the tip number three is that make sure everything in the house is in top condition. So ensure that there are no torn screens, the curtains are not torn, everything looks good. So repair everything that needs to be repaired and make the house look like almost neat and newer for that particular client. And then obviously the next one is that make your house sparkling clean. Make sure that all the floors and the windows have been cleaned and scrubbed out very well. Make sure that all the surfaces in the house, they kind of sparkle. Because sometimes you find that the reason why your house is not getting a client is because it looks it looks disorganized, it looks dirty and all that, because a clean house tends to have that sparkling look that attracts clients to it. The exterior of your house should look as polished as interior, so don't make the house look neat inside and then outside looks like disorganized. So if you have gardens, make sure that they are well trimmed. If you have a swimming pool, ensure that it's well cleaned, the water is changed regularly, everything is in top position. If you have pavements and the parking, ensure that they are well cleaned, because what is inside and outside need to kind of match for you to get that particular client that you are looking for. So flower beds, ensure that they are done nicely in front of the door. And then on the next point is that you have a kitchen and probably the bedrooms that have cabinets. Ensure that the cabinets are, the handles and the paintings are done in a modern way, both in the kitchen, in the bathroom, and in the bedroom. Ensure that there is a consistent look on the cabinets. Like you don't find one cabinet red, another one white, another one, yellow, pink, and all that. So ensure that there's a smooth look, there is a seamless and continuous look across the common things like the cabinets, the drawers, and all that. So ensure there is that kind of harmony in terms of the paintings. Ensure that there's a great smell in the house, and the smell, I mean that make sure that you freshen up the air in the house. If you need to put an air freshener, that fragrance that you love and that spray, so each time that you are showing someone that smell, it's easy and inexpensive, but it can really make you close that deal. So don't don't leave your house with that damp smell of wet clothes and all that. So ensure that there's a great smell from the house, from the beginning to the end. When you enter the house, ensure that there's a consistent smell in the house, so that the bathroom are not smelling this, the kitchen this, and all that. So invest in quite a good fragrance for the house. And then on the next point is that invest in a professional photography that help your home stand out, because people will like your house from the photos that they see. So ensure that you do very nice professional photos that will make your home to sell almost entirely online. Ensure that your home looks top notch. Ensure that you do the photos yourself, and note that your house is likely to sell faster and for more money if you go for something professional. Invest in a photographer who can do nice photos. And like I said, people tend to be attracted to houses that look nice online, and they can only look nice if you invest in nice photos. So ensure that the photos are top notch, because it will make your home sell faster online. And then another point is that create that serene and inviting look for your house. Ensure that your house is attractive both from inside and outside. Have that thing that makes your house stand out. You may not have to invest in a little something expensive, but just ensure that there is something attractive in your house. You can probably add some flowers outside. You can do some unique design, something that looks inexpensive yet can be that deal breaker. So ensure that you invest in those priceless kind of things that make your house or your home to stand out. And in that way, you'll be able to make your house sell faster in the market. Because the reason why many houses remain unsold or remain in the market for long is because both in reality and in photos, they don't stand out. So ensure that your home stands out for you to get that client in the shortest time possible. So thank you so much for watching this video. So be sure to subscribe and stay tuned for the next videos in this episode of Matters Real Estate Q&A.